The definition of doubt is a feeling of uncertainty and lack of conviction. Now, me and doubt have been best friends for longer than I even realized, and I had to change that. I've been making music for a while, and I really started taking it seriously when I was about 15. And when I was 15, you could not tell me anything. Anything that I made was a masterpiece because I loved the craft of making music so much. Anytime I finish one of my songs that are objectively not that good, I loved them. And I'm like, these are the kind of songs that are gonna get me a Grammy one day. That's the kind of unfailing belief that I had. Needless to say, hope and delusion run hand in hand sometimes, but I really do think that it's helpful when you're first starting out as an artist to get that fire going. And I had a bonfire raging when I was younger. But somewhere along the way, that fire has just slowly dwindled. I was hard on myself because I would doubt my abilities. Is my music actually good? 15-year-old me would have thought I already would have been on an award stage by now. This kind of uncertainty and doubt is the steady rain that just slowly brought my fire down. Recently though, I've been rediscovering the infinite potential of music and I've been falling in love with it again. For me, the definition of art is a form of creative expression, and that all art in and of itself is unchanging. That creative energy that we draw on to make art is as old as time, and all of art is a collaboration of what came before, what is now, and what's going to come after. In a lot of ways, art is like water. In the same way that the water cycle is old as time itself. No two clouds are the same. The storms that these clouds create are never going to be the same. But the water cycle stays continuous forever. The exact same energy that we tapped into to create the ancient civilizations of the past, pyramids of Giza, all the way up until today, the Eiffel Tower, our smartphones, the automobile, everything was a mental image that was created. Someone had to think it, take actionable steps to make it happen. And a lot of my creation recently was I was creating without that end in mind. What is the reason I'm creating this? And I'd lost myself a lot. I forgot why I started, and I would stress myself out because I would focus on the end product. Recently, I've come to the understanding that the artistry is a way of being. The way that you live your life is the art. What we create is simply a byproduct of our being. And with that understanding, I've had such a different perspective. I'm on such a different type of time going into this year because I've learned so much. And that's also why my work with Tomorrow has just been so crucial for me, is because our mission is giving certainty and belief for creatives and artists in an uncertain world. It's what I've been discovering in myself throughout my life, and I want other people to find that too. And being in Saudi Arabia really reminded me about the universality of music and how much life there is in so many other parts of the world and how much creative expression there exists. I'm just excited to be a part of that. I want my music to be a testament of that. I'm not focused on the output anymore. I'm focused on just being and understanding that that infinite creative potential that exists is fully abundant and never will run dry. And this song you're listening to is an encapsulation of that feeling. Now, this is an orchestration of my new song, Dream, and I haven't released music in 5 years because for 5 years I've doubted myself, and I needed to make a superhero anthem for me to just remind myself that there's no other option. It's not negotiable. And the basis of the song actually comes from this quote from L.A. Reid when he said he and Babyface would shut the world out and they would dream out loud. And I had stopped doing that. I got lost in the noise, the internal noise of my own doubt, and then the noise of the world around me. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. It's been a long time since I did a WIJD. I promise it's not gonna take another 6 months for me to drop another one of these. They're gonna be much more consistent this year. I just want everyone to understand that you have artistry living inside you. This journey is a continuation of that feeling, of finding more about myself, discovering more about the truth that is, so that we can all dream.